Facebook. Never get on Facebook. 4 current viewers. Ah, it works fine. There we go. Now this is the first. I worked out why I sound like I've got dyslexia, because I can't bloody read because I can't see properly. So glasses do help considerably. What's going on? I really should have planned this better, but I just, nah. I'm done with editing. I'm done with friggin' things breaking around here when I'm trying to do videos. And it's like, you take a break from doing YouTube, and all of a sudden, all your old stuff just doesn't want to work anymore. Or you've got to reset it back up, or the configuration's changed, or something, I don't know. I am midway doing my load test on my big battery. My mega battery. Well, my grey battery is easier to say. Oh, come on, Pete. Hello. Finally a Q&A. I don't think this is a Q&A. I probably didn't change any settings because random. Fixing it blind. That actually sounds like something that I do every friggin' day. Well, before I put a pair of glasses on. Glad to see you doing a stream. Editing is definitely the worst part of making videos. Editing is the sole reason I stopped doing a lot of videos, because imagine listening to this voice for hours and hours on end and then having to re-watch it and decide you don't like it. It's a nightmare. Nobody realizes how much effort the editing is when it doesn't come naturally to you, or you've got to force yourself to do it, which is my case. It's a requirement for this live stream that if you're watching, you have to either thumbs up or thumbs down, and it'll tell me whether I keep doing YouTube or not, or something dramatic like that. Ah, dearie me. I'm watching the preview on the screen and geez, it looks grainy. 30 frames per second up. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, what's going on out there in the YouTube land? What's going on in YouTube land? I can see lots of stuff live. I'm watching this screen, watching myself over here. So when you do a live stream, you can see concurrent viewers, how many chats and views and average view duration. So that's usually only several minutes, even for an hour. But you know, hey, looks good here. Looks okay to me. Oh, there you go. Might be just my screen here. So Facebook, I should close that down because God knows what's going to pop up there. It'll probably be something incriminating. Well, I hope it's incriminating. A good scandal goes a long way to entertaining people, right? Mini's going good. Love the Mini. Or is you talking about the electric Mini that I'm not doing anymore that I've sold? Or are you talking about the other 2 Minis that I bought to replace it, to fill the void in my life? Just picked up 4 310 watt panels today, 20 in total. I want to redo. I can't legally. I can't, but I want to redo all of my off-grid solar panels. I've been thinking about. And the police helicopter just comes over. I'd love to redo all my solar panels because they've been up there for like 5 or 6 years, and I never really did it right per se. I'd like to rip it all out and do it much better. King Cardano 2.9 million ADA. I love a good crypto name. Battery hasher. Wait a minute. There we go. Battery hasher. I think we're up to about. We've gone from battery hasher 4 to battery hasher like 9 or something. I've had more issues with that rig in the last 24 hours than I've had with it in the last 4 years. And in fact, one of my RX 580s died. No! So I ended up having to change because I'm doing a load test on that big battery. So 192.168.0.123. If I do this, WW enter, that is my that's battery hash at the moment. So it's mining. What's that mining? Ravencoin, because I couldn't do Ethereum because I put these two cards here are 4 gig, and that one's 8 gig, so I had to do Ethereum. Yeah, so it's full load test. It's been running for about 2.5 days so far, and I'm still at 3.6 volts. So it's going quite well. Just on 300 amp hours out of the battery. Don't worry about the state of charge because I don't know what the battery size is, so I can't set the state of charge yet. But it's going. Back to there. Where's my chat gone? I did a cardinal sin. I closed the chat. Hi from the UK. I miss your grab a beer for me. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for the $5. Hello, fix it works fine. Where am I up to? Looks good. How's the mini coming? Finally found you. Run for it. Nice. I brought 2.9 million Cardano for 2 cents each. It's only got to go to 4 cents, and you're well ahead, right? Any video plans? I've got lots and lots and lots of video plans. But I need to buy a property somewhere, and I have no money to buy a property. So I'm in a stuck place where I've either got to do lots and lots of crap YouTube videos here because I can't do what I want to do here anymore, and try and get a little bit of extra money so I can buy the property, or buy the property and hope like hell I don't lose everything in the process, and I'm not that sort of person. So yeah, it went to 4.6, $4.60. That's one hell of a markup. Well done, buddy. I don't follow anything other than really Ethereum and Ravencoin and Chiacoin. That's all I really do. So that's all I really follow. Yeah, so videos. I really want to make this big battery into something epic. Solar farm, kinda. But not the conventional sense solar farm. I want to do... This is personal goals rather than YouTube goals, right? But I guess it's a video. I want to do a ground mount system for some unknown reason. I really like these photographs of an epic ground mount in the middle of nowhere solar system. And this sounds dumb, but I'd love to have like 20 kilowatt of solar panels, and then that battery underneath it or around it or near it, a charger on the side so I could run my house, but also when I drive out there, like if I buy the block of land and it's got nothing on it, I can drive out there, plug my electric car in, and charge it, like off-grid. So if it's a couple of 100 kilometers away, I can still drive out there, charge it up, and then drive home again. And then that could also be the base for starting something out there, I don't know, having a shed built or a tiny house or whatever. I like that idea. I just don't think it's in the financial future, so to speak. Bees are going really good. We've got 7 or 8 hives now, in 3 different locations. But I don't enjoy them as much anymore. They turned out that they went from something cool and environmental and free honey. Free, yeah, it's never free. Time, effort, investment, it's not free. And it's now work where you have to manage these bees, you have to look after them, you have to harvest the honey, you have to do all that sort of stuff. And having spare time to do that sort of stuff is madness. It's so much hard work. So yeah, and that's our car. That's our new car. Where is it? There. That's the new EV. Where? No, This never works right. That's the new EV, and then my panel van mini is just behind it. You can just see it there. It's probably better if I did that. No, it's not. 192.168.0.1. No, that's not it. I can't even remember IP addresses to everything. And that doesn't work. There we go. Why aren't you working? Clips. Nope. Something is wrong with my network. It can't be too wrong, but anyway, there we go. We'll just play a clip. That'll do. With my dog. So that's the new MG. And my Mini. My Mini's got 12s on it now. 12-inch rims make a huge difference. It's like 500 RPM in top gear. And about 10 kilometers an hour on the speedo difference. So I get 10 kilometers an hour more at 100 kilometers an hour for the same revs. So, but it's funny. It introduced a whole heap of new vibrations and noise into the car. The vibration, the rattles all change by changing the wheels. Yesterday I picked up an extra 200 lithium battery models for 180 bucks. Looking at other charging, nice, 180 bucks for. But were they big batteries or little batteries or single 18650 cells or 2.4 kilowatts? Okay, so smaller capacity. Okay, cool. That's pretty awesome. So who else is here? Who else got a question? You got 23 people watching. This is one of my best live feeds ever, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I very much doubt there's any ladies watching. Far out. I should be doing other constructive stuff, like downloading footage. Or at least transferring footage so I can download footage later. Are you using different microphone setups today? I have no idea which microphone I'm actually using. Is it this one? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm using the old Logitech. I think it's a 920 microphone. I'm using my GoPro up here, and it's got two microphones on it, but it sounds 10 times worse than the microphone on the Logitech. But the Logitech camera is shithouse, so I don't use that for the streams anymore, although that's the one I used initially, and I probably just blew out a lot of people's eardrums. Deactivate video capture device. What else have we got? There we go. Top chat. Why is it going to top chat? Why doesn't it stay on live chat so I know who the heck is saying something? Oh no, it's pretty much the same anyway. Come on, entertain me. What's going on out there? Hey, Lithium Solar. I don't know whether I should call you your real name or your YouTube name, so we'll go with Lithium Solar. Good morning, sir. I tell you what, as much as I hate wearing glasses, geez, everything is just like clear again. The screen, from here to there, the screen is further than my arm length away, and it's crystal clear now, where before it used to be this hazy mist of words appearing on the screen. I have no idea what's going on with my cameras. Maybe it's just bandwidth issue. I don't know. Oh, there you go. You can... There we go. That's the other side of Pete. So Pete's... that won't work. How do you do this? That one. How do you move this one? Nope. Video capture. So Pete's here. So that's the battery hashing rig that's busy doing its thing. I've also capacity testing a battery here, but my iCharger X6 has finally failed. It relentlessly does overheating issues, even at like 30 or 40 degrees. A little error on the screen: overheat, overheat, overheat. And I've tried fixing it, and I can't fix it. You found another block today, up to 14. How the hell have you got 14? I've found 3 blocks. No, I found 3 blocks on a pool and 1 block on what do you call it? Solo mining. Will this work? This is not gonna. Oh no, it might want to work. It might work. So that's the cheer farm. That's a temp. Those 2 drives are transfer drives. So I transfer the plots onto here, and then I've got 4.1, 4.7 or something, and 1,074 plots on that one. And flax is even worse. It's supposed to be every couple of weeks, every 3 weeks or something. No, every week I'm supposed to get flax, and I haven't got any for weeks. It's not really that big of a deal, but it kind of sounds like there's a piece of paper in front of the mic. No, what you can hear is the fans from the miner behind, probably. The noise, the staticky noise from that. 3 blocks of flax today. That's madness. I'm sending you all my flax coins because I'm just in protest. I don't want them anymore. Any update from the farm solar? No, not much. I don't go out there very often anymore. And the internet signal is really, really weak. He must have changed his house around or something and moved the what do you call it? Now I don't know if I share something private when I do this, so I'm going to do this web access system ID code. That really shouldn't matter, but I won't show it anyway. I just did. So that's the farm. That's the farm battery at the moment. So that's remoting in. So it's the spread is really good considering the age of that battery. I think it's been out there 2 or 3 years. It's going really well. Oh, the battery. Oh no, it's we've got a heartbeat down here, so it is communicating. It drops out every now and again. It just goes blank. And I think the CMOS battery is flat as well. They're saying it's charged 2,400 kilowatt hours, which I'm not surprised because it's the only power out there on the farm. When I say the farm's the generic term that I use for anywhere that's not here. That's like a piece of land. So I've got about 3 farms that I visit and do videos at, and I try and make sure you can never work out which one I'm at by saying it's the farm. So it leads to a little bit of privacy and a little bit of misdirection. I use screenshots from each one driving out there and time lapses and stuff like that. I know it sounds dumb, but I do try and protect the people that I'm working with. How do I... That one? There we go. Go back to that one again. Web access, Wi-Fi... And back to that one because I really need to watch that one. What's that one? 7.6. Oh, that's the wall. That's the battery in the wall. That's the shed power wall. Oh, I'm trying to click on the screen capture software and that's not working. Homeless, that's the Watchman 5. That is doing the discharge test at the moment for the last 2.5 days. and that's my house battery, which is pretty much dead. I also have been sent active balances for purpose of review. I got approved yesterday, or they went on holiday, or they didn't have stock or something. So I've got a 7S and no, sorry, yeah, I think I've got a 7S and a 14S active balancer on its way. I hate them. They've obviously seen my channel and seen what I do, and they're still sending them anyway. So we'll see how that turns out. But I will be putting the 14S on the first 42 cells here, and I'll probably take the chance to take out 28 of those long ones, because technically the first 42 of these cells are all the same battery because they're all linked up. Oh, look at that. There's a bit of a load just sort of happened. Holy, somebody put either got a load or the sun went out. Oh, there's 37 amps coming out of it. Probably coffee, I would say. I've got this one set to turn off at 48 volts, so it's probably going to return to grid shortly. I think it's about 48 volts. I actually think, no, we've got 1 more volt to go, so it won't go back to grid yet. But I've gone through and systematically started to, and I didn't film it because it's useless. I'm starting to rebuild any low batteries. So I did 43, no, I did 41, no, did 46 the other day, and I did 52. I rebuilt those batteries because they were way down here at 50 volts. And they weren't bad batteries, they were just weak batteries. Actually, I think I did one video on that, and it's full of Sanyo cells. They weren't bad, they're not self-discharging, they're not doing anything wrong, they're just less capacity. So I have been going through and updating those batteries, just replacing them, half of the cells or whatever, and rebuilding them. And I'll do this one today, so I'll do 51 today. And I just replace it out, and then the old cells go onto the wall behind me here. Not that you can see it, the HBPowerwall. So I replace out that. So I'm still, even the batteries that I recycle, I'm recycling them again in a lower load application, I guess you'd say. And I can't see your chat. I'm very sorry. I'll catch up with you momentarily. Has privacy been an issue with your YouTube? No, I'm not that busy. I'm not that huge. There's a couple of really entertaining people that keep putting pins on my house on Google Earth, and they keep putting, you know, HBPowerwall, God, Legend, and lots of other very, very amusing things on my house. I think that's amusing, and to be honest, if you wanted to know where I was, you've only got to be a 8-year-old YouTube consumer, or, you know, 8-year-old who knows how to use Google to find where I live. So that's not so much of a huge problem. A big old bang. But back in, like, it hasn't happened for about a year or so, but I used to have lots of people show up, just walk up the driveway and say, hey, I know you from YouTube. And I pretty much would say, I don't care. It's $89 per hour. Are you staying and talking, or are you leaving? Because I did think that was quite rude, just showing up with no, you know, just thinking that you could show up to my workplace, and this is my workplace, and having a chat. It doesn't work. I'm a hooker. I'm here to make money. And if you want to pay me my hourly rate, I'm happy to have a chat. But that hasn't happened for a very long time. And to be honest, when I say lots, it was maybe one to 5 people a month, if, you know, at a busy time sort of thing. It wasn't all the time, but it was enough to annoy the shit out of me. Hey Pete, what's your opinion on 3.7 volt cells LFP? What's a newer tech like LTO? I think they are the way we're going. I don't think 18650s are even, for a first world country, 18650 cells are madness. But they do hold the appeal of, they're usually, if you get lucky, they're easy to find. They're everywhere in the world, so they're accessible. They're often cheap, and you can get into it. Like it's a leg opener, I guess you'd say. So I like the ideas of the 18650s, but would I ever do it again? Absolutely friggin' not. There is no way in hell I ever want to do it again. But I'm still going to manage my cells because I think that's the ethical thing to do. I started this project knowing that I'd have to do management and I'd have to look after my cells. Um, and that's the right thing to do, not just, oh, well, it's easier just to go to LFP. Well, it would be. I did pre-COVID, when Mike was starting to do it, I really looked at it and went, I should do that. I really should do that. Then there's law changes and this and that, and it's like, it's hard. But LFPs, they're coming down in price. I don't think the reliability's there yet, though. There's way too many reports of bad results. I mean, there's just as many good results, but I don't know. I don't think it's the LFP cells that's the problem. I think it's the sellers. I think we've got to wait for all the shit sellers to go, we're bad. Well, for the consumer to make them accountable for selling the bad cells, so they sort of dissipate off, or at least we can identify them easier. But given the choice in finances, I would absolutely go LFP in a heartbeat, and I'd tear out everything and redo it for LFP goodness. I mean, you look at my cells and you look at how unbalanced they are. I should be getting another 10 kilowatt hours out of my batteries, but I simply can't because they're so unbalanced down low. So, good night, RSS. Thank you very much. Good morning from Brazil. Hello. Thanks for the efforts in sharing your experiences. Thank you very much, Josh, for tuning in. Graham, hey, buddy. What's going on, brother? It's been a while, dude. If you're up in Brisbane, come visit. Work out where I live. Apparently it's easy. There are reports of bad results because people are buying the turds on AliExpress to save $2. Thank you. And I know Lithium Solar is going to be the advocate of this sort of stuff. And if you want a good channel to go and visit, go sign up for him. All 32 people watching. 32 people. This is back to old days, Pete, but it's good because it's actually honest, Pete, and I can just say what's on my mind without being too scared of hurting anybody's feelings, I guess. So, what else is happening? Also, the added now that Graham's here, the added benefit if I get a nice big bit of property is pit bikes. Oh my fucking god! I'm going to have pit bikes and motorbikes and quad bikes, and I will dig a dam so long I'll be able to have bloomin' jet skis and whatever else. That will be an absolute benefit. They're actually awesome. Even though my leathers don't fit me for my motard, my mini motard anymore, I put them on yesterday, and my leathers don't fit, like they sit here. It's my man boobs are increasing in volume. It's terrible. But I don't care because Tim Tams. So, what else is going on? Oh, where's my phone? I thought my phone was buzzing. What am I doing? What else do you want to see? What else do you want me to talk about? I'm sitting here dribbling shit. Help me out. What do I talk about? What do I do? Do I grab a... No, actually I don't have a PlayStation 5. Do a PlayStation repair live on video? Because I've only got one here to fix, and it bounced down the stairs. I've straightened it up a bit, but it bounced down the stairs. Oh no, this is not the one. I had one yesterday. Went down a full flight of stairs. Because his wife wanted her husband to get off the console, so she literally ripped it out of the wall and launched it down the stairs outside under concrete, and the thing was destroyed. The motherboard still works, so I got it all running again, but it's entertaining to see what wives do to either partners or children's consoles. It's good for business. It's very good for business. I mainly do console repairs now. I wish I could start doing the videos for all the console repairs that I do. And I just started a mail-in service, which helps a lot as well. Yeah, but repair video. My problem with repair videos is I know how to do the repair, but I have zero qualifications. So when I talk about doing repairs, I get the terminology wrong, and then you get your ass raped like you're a skinny ass newbie in a prison. You've got to be clear and concise with the repairs, and I'll fix that. I'll happily fix that. I've already found out what's wrong with it. But like the fault with this is you turn the computer, or you turn the mining rig on, or the fault, you turn it on and the fans don't spin. But when you turn it off in a certain way, the fans do spin, which means it's drawing power from there, but not drawing power from the 8 pin at the top. So there'll be input error somewhere here, and you'll never be able to see it. But there's components there, and then that one there, where is it? That big square one is blown. So even though that's an easy repair, to actually do a video on it, and some people would like to see how you come to that conclusion. I just know what the stuff does. I don't know what the stuff is called. Similarly, this one yesterday, the inverter. Oh, wait a minute, I'm coming. Don't leave. There's only 33 of you there watching. Like that inverter that I put on Facebook yesterday. Where is it? There. And it's all blown up. And then I've got a couple of these FETs that are blown as well. Teaching people how to do that sort of stuff. But I'm really scared that, people get worried that you can't handle this sort of stuff. But you can make it safe. You can do these repairs. But I'm worried about the legal side of that sort of thing. So, because potentially that's 240 volt when it's all turned on and running and the capacitors are not charged. But I don't do mobile phones or anything like that because I hate mobile phones. Question. I watched one of your YouTube a Powerwall with no soldering or spot welding. He used brackets, spring tension clips. Josh, to answer that question honest, and this is my honest opinion, I've never actually done it. The research says those springs wear out. The heat cycle's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, or even warm, cold, warm, cold. The springs wear out, reduce tension on the springs, and then as a result cause even more heat, and then they go south. But what I can say is they're like Jehu's kits. As much as people don't like them, I think the current ones are all right. Haven't personally used them. They're really, really, really good to learn. If you're just getting into electronics, or you want to build a 0.5 kilowatt hour system or something for a battery box or something like that, and you really want to try and just learn the fundamentals of batteries, go down that route. You won't go wrong. Well, you might go wrong, but you got less chance of going wrong. And the cost of doing that, with the cost of buying a good soldering iron and solder and all the other, like the safety stuff that goes along with soldering vents, and it's almost comparable. It's not really, but it's almost comparable, if you know what I mean. But those projects don't scale. I've never seen one yet that scales really well. They don't really, you can't go big with them. Not like 20, 30, 40 kilowatt hours. It doesn't make any sense. Even the ones that hang on the wall, I have my doubts. There's one, one shared yesterday on Facebook that I put as a, on the DIY Powerwall's Facebook group. How do I view that photograph? I think I can share this screen. So DIY Powerwall's on Facebook. This one here. This is epic. It's bloody fantastic. And what he's done there is he's spot weld, and there's a big forum post somewhere. Oh, and talking about a multi plus 2, guess what Pete owns now? That'll be in a new video. He's spot welded a couple of cells together and then just put them into like a cell holder. I don't have any here to show you. They're just like four cells where you can clip the batteries into it. And then he's got them all spaced out and stuff. It's really fantastic. But I still feel that this mounting system isn't quite there yet. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, come on, that looks epic. Look at that. Look at that for a workspace. You can't tell me that's not the best thing you've ever seen. Oh, I've also got one of them. But shh, don't tell anybody about that. He charges an electric car. So yeah. So that is pretty cool. I think that is... It's cool. You can do that way as well. Where are we? I believe that. Hi from Portugal. Hi from Roswell. The result was that he thought he had enough of those and was able to build a large Powerwall with its specification without any soldering or spot welding. Yeah, I think I just covered all that. Does that approach, using such approach... I don't think it's an unsafe... Like the one I just showed you, I think that's the safest you can do it. It's in a separate building. It's away from everything else. I mean, sure, he's got his workshop and stuff there, but if you lost that, you haven't lost family photographs or priceless treasures or anything like that. So I think that is safe in a relative term, considering there's people in India that, you know, rebuild lead batteries in bare feet and no respirators. Well, it's safer. So, yeah. Do it however you can afford to, honestly, and enjoy the process and learn as much as you can. Lots of people watch Craig recap PCBs for hours, and it's boring and exciting at the same time. I watch lots of Lewis Rosman. Well, I used to watch Lewis Rosman. I used to, every night, I just used to search for a new video of his because I wanted to get into MacBook repairs, but I realised I suck at that, so I didn't. And then, but just because there's so many models, whereas Xbox, PlayStation, there's sort of a set thing, and they're exactly the same each time, and there's not heaps of different variations. And then there's Northridge Fix. Northridge Fix is because it's pretty quick. And there's a few others that I watch in the background when I'm doing stuff. I've got TVs and stuff spread around here, all hooked up to this computer with big long HDMI cables. So when I'm working out here, I can actually stream a lot of repair videos. And I don't really watch a lot of them, but you listen and you learn something, or something might catch your interest and you glance over and watch something. I digress. I'm boring the fuck out of 33 people. Roswell, yes, never mind. Lots of people watch. I hate phones now. Phones are terrible. I had a mobile phone repair shop back in the day where I had customers come in 3 times a day with milk crates full of phones. And there could be 300 phones in a milk crate. I used to do pickup runs where you just go and drive around to all the mobile phone shops, pick up 50 or 100 phones a day, run back to the workshop, fix them all up, and then drop them all back that afternoon or the next day or however long it took. That was a failed business, by the way. I sucked at doing that. But I was doing hundreds of repairs, thousands of repairs a month, I reckon. People don't know what is you have to discharge the caps and grab the thing. Absolutely, yes. Or, you know, leave the damn thing off for a month and then touch it. There's lots of ways of doing it. Or even just getting a multimeter and just going around the board and having a quick look. I like the Lego analogy. That's a very good analogy. I hear what you're saying. My thought is that you have so many individual cells on the wall that you want to change out a small number of cells. You can't easily. You can easily. I mean, I've done lots of videos on changing the cells, and it's so easy. With a really good thermal camera, this thing here has been the best thing I ever bought for doing my Powerwall stuff. it finds problems so quickly. I mean, the fault state of an 18650 is hot, and if it's self discharging, it's hot. If it's got high internal resistance, it's hot. If it's not working properly, it's hot. You can find a faulty cell within 20 seconds, and literally all that you do is cut the fuse on one end, or desolder it, as I do in most cases. Break the four little tabs that hold the cell in, punch the cell through, whack another cell in, and then solder it back up again. Job done. And what I do is, because my negative side is with like a thicker wire, there's some mechanical strength to that. So I punch it out through the negative side, not the positive side. So that's the broken end, and that piece of wire, the stronger piece of wire, because the positive end has a little tiny fuse wire, isn't strong enough to resist that cell coming out. Whereas the wire at the other end gives some sort of strength and stops that cell from popping back out. But I think that'd be a bigger problem if it was in a car or a moving vehicle. In a DIY Powerwall that doesn't move and vibrate, it's fine and it works well. And literally, I can fix a cell. It takes me longer to undo the two screws that hold the cell in and do the screws back up again than it does to find the fault, and the same amount of time again to fix it. But I'm lucky because I've got all my soldering equipment here set up. I don't have to set anything up. All I do is my soldering iron heats up in 20 seconds or maybe 30 seconds. And then I can just go boom, boom, and it's done. It's really quick and easy. 1850s are battery Lego. Absolutely, for sure. Do you know the condition of each cell? Individual 18650 cells? No. But my battery management system does give me a very good overview on the cells of the battery, so the 14S. Ever watch Bad Obsession Motorsports? I watched them and commented, I think, on the 3rd episode. I love Project Bimpy. I wish they would bring out more content. They've got a really good business structure. Everything is, what do you call it? Patreon. They don't really have ads within the videos, whereas I rely on ads within the videos to earn money. And actually, talk about earning money. I used to do this all the time and actually share how much I earn on YouTube, and I copped a lot of slack from it because people thought I was bragging or some mysterious thing that I was doing. So I will take 2 videos. So my 100,000 subscriber video, and how about I do my 3 videos? My last live feed, open link address. And if you like this, hit the like button or some shit, because I make more money, right? Open in a new window. Give me a second, I'll just set this up. So I'll do my battery hashing is back, which is the short that I just did, I think. I just got to be careful I don't share the wrong things. Okay, so this was my 100,000 subscriber video. And this is full disclosure. This video took, if I didn't get distractions, I reckon it took 2 full days, 2 8-hour days, so maybe 16 hours to film and do all the work and some of the editing. So maybe a little bit more than that. Wait a minute, where are you? Who actually wants to see this? Who wants to see the income from one of my videos? That one. Is this the end? That one. Open in the new window. And I'm not watching the chat at the moment. I am sorry. Rightio. I should bring the chat back onto my other screen. What do we got? What do we got? Whatever happened with that shed you had delivered? Ah, the shipping container. It's now full of mini parts. Shh. It's good for low voltage. That's hot, Paris Hilton. I understand that the FLIR camera helps you ID the problem solved, but in a bank, okay. You just explained how you replace individual cells. Thank you. Okay. Ever considered strapping a few extra cells to the low capacity? Yeah, I did actually. I did. That was we did a couple of videos on that. Did the phone repair guy retire at your shop? No, he's still here. He should retire, but he's still here. I did play with adding extra cells to low capacity, especially like that one there that's low capacity. It's not bad. You know why I didn't do it? And you're not going to believe this. It looks shit. That is the sole reason that I spend so much time rebuilding an entire pack rather than getting 10 extra cells and just zip tying them to the front of the battery. It looks bad. I'm sorry. I pride myself on the way and the original design of my battery. I think back in the day, personally, and this maybe I'm patting my own back, I don't freaking know. It made me feel good that it looked so good and it looked professional. You know what I mean? So I've always stuck by that. Just hit the like button. Forget times. It's a good policy to remind us. Yeah, but I feel like a dick saying, hit the like button or I'm stopping this live feed. Not that that's really going to matter. But anyway. I think I saw a video in which you discussed YouTube income. Hello from a parent. Anyway, I'm going to show you anyway because there's nowhere near enough interaction on this video. So first one, I wonder if I can pop out chat that. There we go. I can see you now. Jeez, I feel like a rookie. Your builds do look killer. I have to agree. Rightio. Just give me a second. I'm getting there. Okay, I'm going to do this so I get some interaction. I'm going to show you next. Battery hashing is back. So I think this might have been my last video that I released. The 1 minute, what do you call it? The short. So the short has got 3,100 views with watch time of 41 hours and 7 minutes. I don't know, 41.7 hours. So I keep looking at the chat. The chat's open now. I'm trying to work out this, and I'm sorry, I'm going to concentrate on this. I lost 2 whole subscribers. What do you reckon I earned from that one video? What's your expectation of somebody with 100,000 subscribers releasing a short? How much do you think I earned from that video? Come on. Yeah, there is. How many people in the chat? I don't know. I don't even know. It's lost again. Come on. Do me a favor. All 29 people watching or listening to this chat, type in how much you think I earned. And it's going to surprise you. $3.50. Okay, 287. If I had like cyborg, I probably would have. But I'm missing 2 things, and gravity's affected my man boobs. Nothing. A fiver. I think even a fiver is optimistic. If it points you in the right direction, not fucking enough. We're just going to show that, Jaden, because I think that's very relevant. 187. Jesus balls. 350. $5. Why is this? There's such a huge disparity. I'm gonna say, Plant Man is the closest, except he forgot a decimal point. Plant Man wins if he had to put a decimal point in the right place. So that's enough bullshit. What, we've got enough interaction. 69 cents. Oh, come on now. Now I've got so many screens open. Rightio, in 3, 2, 1. There you go. A whole $1.89. $1.89. $1.89 is what I made for doing 1 minute's worth of work, and maybe 3 minutes worth of editing and 5 minutes worth of uploading. Who is shocked at that result? I know I am. It's pretty shit. But it's a short, right? What I was hoping it would do would gain some more interaction. I was hoping that, you know, something with the YouTube algorithm would kick in, and, you know, you'd see more from it. But that just wasn't the case. Holy crap is where it's at. Are you surprised that that's high? $1.80, come on. Did I say how much for you to make? Facebook is censoring for a review. How much do you make for a 14 kilowatt Powerwall with 1850 and ship it to me? I simply wouldn't do it. I'd never do it. Congrats. You said 3K views, right? Yeah, so your views is here. So 3,000, and I keep looking this way because here is where my chat is. I've got a 42-inch screen here and a 27-inch screen there. So, and the camera's, so I'm looking like this. Oh, you got, so yeah, so there's 3,100 views. So a typical performance is the grey line here. And so it's underperforming all my other videos. No, I do not want to GoFundMe. This is not complaining about income. I make enough. Don't worry, I'm covered. But I'm just trying to be honest about what shit does. I do not want to GoFundMe. No. What's that after tax? So watch time, it actually tells you how much watch time there is. So in the first 24 hours, there's 28 hours of watch time. So it's not even double that since the first 24 hours. And it shows your viewers, your subscribers, and then your estimated revenue. So I made $1.37 on the first day, and then an extra few cents. So it's $1.37. That's not the, this is the cumulative amount, not the extra amount each day. So 37, so it's about 10 cents a day after that. But if you've got hundreds of videos and you make 5 cents a day on each video, it's not so bad, right? Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Right, yeah, we'll go back to this one, because that was a fun game, right? What do we got? So the chat's back. I always heard YouTube, if you divide it by 1,000, it's pretty close. That's USD. No, that's AUD. That's Australian dollars. So that's $1.20 USD. I set the mini voltage to 3 volts without looking at characteristics of the battery and measured the power capacity accordingly. No, well, with that, you've got to look at the characteristics of the battery, because if the manufacturer tests the cell to 2.5 volts, setting it to 3 volts as a bottom won't work. I hate to say it, but HBPowerwall is making a special appearance for my mate Pete. I don't want Jake Paul here. I don't enjoy his content. I'm sorry. Mr. Beast. Not for the person, not for his personality. I'd like to just have a chat to Mr. Beast. To say thank you. He produces genuinely fun content, and he gets rewarded for it, right? Patreon, no, I cancelled my Patreon because I wasn't doing videos, and I felt horrible taking money from people for not providing a service that they were paying for. So no, I cancelled my Patreon. Unless I start doing regular videos weekly again, I'm not turning it back on again. But I've enabled the thing underneath to donate and stuff, but I don't need it. I really don't. YouTube is not an income, it's a fucking thing on the side. Wow, I never thought I'd actually say that. I tried to make it into a living, and it's just too much hard work for too little. It's like being a hooker standing on a corner. Some nights you might work all night and get nothing, or some nights you might get no work at all. You know, there's no consistency to the income from YouTube, so it's not a way to run a family, in my opinion. It's a great way to have fun and enjoy yourself and learn something new, though. So I do enjoy that side of it. Did you use that? I've never bought any crypto. I've never bought a single cryptocurrency. I'm not on any exchanges or anything like that. I just have, I think I've got about 5,000 in crypto, and that's it. So, okay, so the second video, make sure I'm not oversharing again. I am trying. I don't want to show you, for obvious reasons, I don't want to show you my actual income across a month, even though that's like not bloody bad. It's like $250 a month, $250 a week. I don't want to share too much of that because then people do get weird. And I just told you how much it was a week. Comparing social media to prostitution, brilliant. My single favourite analogies are to do with hookers. A customer comes in here and says to me, I've got a PlayStation 4 console. My wife threw it down the stairs. Can you fix it? And my reply is, I'm a hooker. If you give me money, I'm going to give you what you need. They laugh. I feel better about myself because I know I'm going to get a job. I run my business brutally honestly. Even if I lose customers and lose income, I'm honest. If a customer comes in here with unreal expectations, I'll tell him to piss off. If someone asks for a discount or is that the cheapest price you do, I instantly put the price up by 10% because they're wasting my time. Yeah, so I like writing shit on bricks and throwing at people. And the problem with YouTube is I try and edit that part of me. I try and not show that too much, even though that's the person I am. Okay, so next video. We're going to play this game again because I actually liked last one. That was fun. Okay, so 15,400 views. This is my 100,000 subscriber video that I did. That took me like 5 or 6 or 7 months to make. So DIY lithium-ion video. And I'll show you a little bit more about this one, about the back end and the editors and where the ads are and all that sort of stuff, because I think that will actually help. So what do you reckon I made from that video? So it's got 18,020 watch time hours. 18,000 watch time hours. I got 70 new subscribers from that video. I don't know if I can do comments here. How many comments? There was a lot of comments. I'm just going to say there's a lot of comments because it's a lot easier. How much do you reckon I made from that video? $5, $10.92, 89. I think you're learning. I think you're working out how this works. Come on, a couple more. How many people we got watching? I want this. I just want spam to appear, even if you just take a shot in the dark or 50 shots in the dark. And what I do is, what I promise to do is, on my next live feed, I will show you the income from this live feed. So there's some sort of transparency to you helping and you doing this. But anyway, we digress. $3.50, $3.22, 92. You at $100 ish, you're close. I'm just trying to find one that's the closest. Ooh, Josh. You don't actually know for the new $5 for the new subscribers. You don't actually make anything for the new subscribers. It's a new mini. I don't want a new mini. I want an old mini, and preferably not one full of rust. You get a car for everyone. You get a car. You get a car. We all get cars. Unfortunately, I can't even afford a decent Matchbox car with this. Okay, enough bullshit. You've waited long enough. Check my screen. Okay, under $100 and over $90 was the answer. Select screen. There you go. $91.36 for an entire, like, I go on the first like month of income is when I want to break even with a video. I know that sounds ridiculous because it goes on and on and on and on, but I like to see in my first month enough income to cover the time that I lost at a minimum wage making the video. And guess what? That video lost money because that doesn't even take into account the hundreds of dollars worth of components I might have used. I don't know how much I used, but it's a, you know, it's a theoretical word, hundreds of dollars. So yeah. You get a car. So nobody gets a car. That's absolutely not cool. And some people ask me, why aren't you doing YouTube anymore? I don't know. Between the new laws and income and not enjoying editing, it was a combination of fuckstorms. You want me to start an OnlyFans? Oh, dearie me, can you imagine this on OnlyFans? Oh dear. Even I'm having problems trying to comprehend what sort of content I would promote on there. You can ship me my free Powerwall to Big City, Wyoming. I can't even afford the shipping. But anyway, let's go through that a little bit. You would subscribe. I'd have to make it like $250 a month or something. So let's go through the statistics a little bit. And ad prices keeping pace with inflation. No, it's not nothing to do. Well, I guess it is because the ad rates are set by YouTube. So I guess it would be. I mean, YouTube's not in a place to lose money. And then there's a 70-30 revenue split. So YouTube get 30%, I get 70%. So it's in YouTube's best interest to get as much money as they can. Even all the buttons below this, I don't know if it's below this video, but below the other videos, they get 30% of anything you donate through that as well. So it kind of sucks. If you give me, you know, $10, and this is the only maths I can do with round numbers, they still get $3 of that. So it's a good, it's good for them. I just know I'm going to get demonetized for this video for all the OnlyFans and me swearing. But to go through some of this, the watch time hours. So I got some good watch time hours from this. I'm going to stop looking at the OnlyFans comment, even though it's incredibly entertaining. So if you scroll down here on analytics and watch time, you can scroll down and you can see where people sort of, that was the concurrent viewers when I released the video, because I did it as a premiere. And then the key moments in the videos, you can see how people, where people click out. So if you click here, it'll actually show you that a lot of people clicked out at that point in the video.
So this is where we're at the moment. In this little box, this is my little electronics box.
So people clicked out there, so people lost interest there. And then when I sort of started doing all of the, like drilling out the holes and everything, there's a few more people that lost interest. And then once you got through that, and these are the people, and this little drop at the beginning is people coming back, either not knowing what the video was about or not getting it in the first 3 seconds, or people coming back to do comments and reply to comments and stuff. So you don't worry about that initial drop so much. And then you get all the way down to here, and this is where I must have been starting to say, well, I'm done, and everyone's gone, nah, I'm running away. That's when you get a lot of people that finish a video abruptly on YouTube. That is because they got no outro, because you lose this watch time bit at the end. So I would have been better off going, hey, look, it's done, and then saying off, and that was it. But I do like trying to finish out the video.
Concludes this build series.
Um,
So sit back and enjoy a couple of beauty shots, and I'll see you on the next one.
so people don't like watching this little bit at the end, but you know, I like editing that sort of stuff. So there you go. So that is dip. And then 65% of your viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is typical. And you can go to the analytics and find more stuff, but I'm not going to go there because I don't know what else that shows. So subscribers, you can actually see when the subscribers leave as well, when it's negative. Well, it's got to go negative 70 for you to see it drop back down again. And then the income over the day. So the first 24 hours was $34. And then it went to $6 more, $7 more, $3, $4 more, and so on and so forth. And then it sort of peters out up here where it goes to about $1 a day. I think I can probably do that last 7 days. There you go. So last 7 days, I can see I've got 1,000 views, $1, 47 cents, 57, 67 cents, etc. Reach, you can glean a lot of information, your click-through rates and stuff like that, impressions, views from impressions, watch time from impressions. You get lots of extra analytics down the bottom. You can pause this video later and have a look. It says where the suggested traffic is coming from. So that's from one of my most popular videos, solar power for Reps Lab, Ampere time life by 4, battery review. That might be Mike. Wirelessly charging 1850 batteries, that's mine. Module repair, 0 volts usable, let's find out. That's one of my own. The massive battery won't pass inspection. So I'm not getting very much traffic from other channels anymore like I used to. Well, for this particular video at any rate. Traffic sources, and that just shows a bit of other stuff. Engagement, so it shows watch time, average view duration, and a few other metrics. I think this was pretty much end screen click rate. So there's only a few people clicking at the end screen, but that's because people aren't watching all the way to the end. Audience, it shows you where they're coming from, returning viewers, unique viewers. Oh, this is the last 7 days. I'll go back to since upload. So returning viewers, unique viewers, and subscribers. So you can see, you know, different metrics from everything. I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't know whether you want to see all this sort of stuff. I'm just going to sort of rattle through it. And then revenue, RPM. Apparently we're not supposed to show that, but I have no idea on how to do that. And something about 17 cents. I think that's the price you'd get is if people didn't have ad blockers on. I think that's what I actually got. That's cost per million. So I think that's every 1,000 views. And if I got it on everything shown, that's what I would have gotten on playback, not just what I actually got. Which is scary. That shows more than half of my viewers have ad blockers, but I understand ad blockers. I'm not complaining about that. There should be a better way of doing that. And their argument is you can donate money, but then YouTube make more money, so it's kind of weird. YouTube sources, premium, so I only get $8.91 through premium, and the rest was through just normal subscribers. I don't think the premium works too well for them personally. I can go to editor, so this just shows me how many ads I've got through it. So I've got an ad here at 1 minute 26, and then $8.16, and then $13 minutes, and then 18 minutes, and then one at the end. And what I've done there is that's automatic. That's not me putting the ads in, that's YouTube putting the ads in. Because I noticed on one of my old videos that my views actually went up when I put automatic ads, because I must have been pleasing the YouTube algorithm or something by giving YouTube more money. And I feel that that's what happened, but it didn't happen with this one I put on automatic. I didn't have the first two, I think, ads. I had the last two, but I didn't have the first two because I was trying to get the watch time on that video. But once it's been released a little bit, you just send it and you put the ads back on, and you just hope like hell people don't really complain too much about it. So you can see the end screens. I've got 2 end screens there. Yeah, so there you go. That's that one. I'll click back to here and I'll check out your chats. If you've got any more questions about that before I close that screen, let me know and I'll try and answer them honestly for you. But honestly, who was... I just hit Raven. I don't want Raven. Go away, Raven. Go away. I can't close it now. That's fine. I hit my Raven miner. Yeah, let me know whether you care about that sort of shit or you think it's stupid or whatever. I don't know. Oh yeah, back to that again. I'm gonna have to disappear soon because I've got to go to Rowan's. My X6 died, so I've got to go to Rowan's. Rowan won't be home till this afternoon. Okay, that's fine. So I don't have to go in anyway, but I'm still going to call it because my throat's getting sore. You can ship me free Powerwall. I would subscribe naked cells. The ad prices keep pace with inflation. Honestly, starting an OnlyFans while doing YouTube and advertising OnlyFans is a joke. Might make him. Didn't Linus Tech Tips did that? Linus Tech Tips did that and made all of this incredible amount. I think he alluded to something like 6 figures from OnlyFans, and all that they were doing was posting videos of like computer stuff. I actually think that was a thing. I think he absolutely smashed it out of the park. Maybe I'll do that just for shits and giggles. My wife, well, the person that I live with would be a better description of that, would lose her shit, I reckon. Thanks for the inspiration. I bought a K-Weld from work to build a small packs and replace large number of cells. Lead acid backup batteries are costing much to replace every 2 years. Yeah, lead acid are cheap. If they're free, lead acid, use them until they're dead. But they're not the way forward. And congratulations on buying the most epic spot welder under the sun. Naked cells, that would be best. Considering the 33 people that are watching this at the moment with 33 likes, what the fuck is going on there? I think that might actually be amusing. Every day doing OnlyFans for 30 days and just keep adding one naked cell. Or at the very end, have a finale and get one of my Tesla batteries and pull it apart as a final hurrah to my OnlyFans account. Oh shit, I'm actually thinking about doing it. Oh dear God, what have I done? What have you done? I think we can lead this so many different ways. Naked electronics. Just pull computers apart, take photos of it. Some sort of ASMR shit. I don't know. No. Just as a reference, as it OnlyFans avoids demonetization. Oily fans. Was that Rich Rebuilds did OnlyVans? Oh Jesus! So when I buy some dildos or something and change into 1850 powered. Oh Jesus! This is going south so fast I can't keep up. I'm going to edit this video. I think I'll make this video not live, like not public. Download it, edit it, and then re-upload it again. Oh dear God, I'm crying. These guys suck in the worst way. I don't even care if I get demonetized on that video on YouTube. It really doesn't matter because I think it'll be more. I think it's entertainment. It's not income on YouTube. I'll just call it HBPowerwall on OnlyFans. That way I don't have to advertise. Now I've got the hiccups. I don't need to advertise it on YouTube. It would just work. Oh dear God, that would be so entertaining. I needed that laugh. Thank you. I think you could do some videos related to Batrium units and its settings. I'm not good enough with the Batrium. I really trip over not analogies. What's the word? Functions for given tasks. I am a Batrium user. I'm not a Batrium expert. I have 5 Batriums, but I'm not good at sort of explaining things on there, and I keep getting told I'm doing the wrong thing, or I'm saying the wrong thing, or I videoed the wrong thing, and I release the video anyway because it's got to be me doing a video, not somebody else sort of saying I did the wrong thing. I don't mind doing a retraction in the end, but I'm not doing a voiceover to replace. I'll do a text over if it's really bad, but I'm not proficient enough doing that sort of stuff. You should have drilled into naked cells. that could be the only drilling naked cells. Get my drill press out and do it real slow. I have to take it out in the backyard or something. Just to be clear, if you go off track from OnlyFans, I have no idea what you're talking about because this chat has just gone completely left. Even the new core units. I haven't got a Watchmon core. I was going to buy one for this video, but I had a Watchmon 5 that I got for this video 2 years ago, and I never did any videos on it. So I felt incredibly bad about that. But at the same token, when your headspace isn't in the right space, it's fucking useless doing YouTube. It really is. I could buy I do want to put a core into that because that's not going to be here. That's not even mine anymore. But you know, you only heard that here. The core units. So we have to discharge curve. So we have the discharge curve for the video. Outstanding. LOL panic. Modifying toys would be sketchy enough to venture that it. Oh Jesus! I'd have to do a giveaway of said toy. I'm telling you, beefing up. I'm not even sure there's an 1850 toy available, and I'm absolutely sure I'd get demonetized on that video. But doing a live feed shopping for a toy would probably be very amusing, or it might create an entirely. What happens if the 1850 caught on fire? You know, you see vapes with a high amp draw catching fire in somebody's face. I'm seeing problems all of a sudden. Oh shit, I haven't laughed this much in a long time. Thank you. Rightio. Don't go off track. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. How many subs do you need to get those screens? What do you mean? The screens on the analytics, you don't even need any subs. You get them on everything. The YouTube ad revenue is interesting. I'm glad you like it. Interesting to see how the channel is going. It looks like you have lost weight since I last saw you. I hope that no, I haven't lost weight. I'm putting on weight. I have the middle-aged spread, the man boobs, and the double chin that I'm planning on hiding with a greyed out beard. I haven't lost any weight. I'm doing the girl thing, you know, with the camera angle down. They do that for a reason. It's so they can see the cleavage and can't see the jawline as well. I haven't lost any weight, I assure you. You cannot lose weight with Tim Tams and coffee or Coke well, it's Pepsi, but I've got water. I'm trying to drink a lot more water. I do 1 bottle of Pepsi. I used to I literally, I could go months with not drinking anything else other than Pepsi. Months and years, or soft drink. Um, but I drink one bottle of water. Like, I finish a bottle of Pepsi, and then I refill it with water, and then I drink that, and then I have another bottle of Pepsi. So it's a 50-50 thing these days. I don't know what you're intoing. So it's probably useless. I'm so far away in the chat at the moment. Yeah, fans, man, I'm not the only one of them. I'm pretty sure that people paid nothing to Patreon were doing it, knowing the full well that you're doing it and doing it anyway. I think that is actually the case, but I don't sleep well at night receiving money for nothing. And that's exactly what I feel like. A naked cell orgy is what you're describing. Please stop it. No, I'm not stopping it. It's fucking brilliant. Very basic offers. Looking at Joshua. We were having such a good conversation, and you ask a genuine question. All right, I'll answer after I have a drink. For a very basic off-grid system, I was looking at the Voltex Victron Multiplus for $2,000. I really think you could do Voltex 48 volt. Is that a 48 volt battery, 100 amp hour? I really think you'd probably be better doing the cells yourself. I'm going to walk around here just because somebody said Victron. Actually, I'm not even going to carry it. I have a Multiplus 2 and another Victron for another video idea I'm fleshing out. And I've got another PCM60X I ordered, and then I've ordered a couple of inverters. I'm just so we get off the OnlyFans thing. Vet this out. I'm going to walk around because my legs are going dead. What do you reckon? We do a video or a series of videos where I go onto eBay and find a product such as this, a 9 amp hour battery that is completely dead, and do nothing but test their claims. So only look at the YouTube ad. Don't go anywhere, or not YouTube, eBay ad. Don't go anywhere else. Screenshot it when you buy it and say, this is great for off-grid living. Okay, test it in an off-grid living site. If it says, oh, perfect for all of your power tools, I'll grab every Ryobi power tool I had and test it. As they say, does it work in all power tools? The reality is, this one sucked worse than my ex, but anyway. It's got 9 amp hours on it. See if the cell's actually got 9 amp hours. So test exactly what they're saying. And I would purposely say I'm not going to buy anything like a genuine Ryobi battery that says it's got 9 amp hours. I think the direction I would go is look for just pure and utter bullshit. You know, this will make you regrow hair, or, electronics, obviously, but inverters that say it can do a sustained peak of 3,000 watts for 2 minutes. All that sort of stuff. What do you reckon? You think that is something that would get views, or something that I could do? I like the idea of it, and I don't think too many people are deliberately doing that sort of thing. They may do it inadvertently, much like I have, but actually buying the product and, go to AliExpress or eBay, or I think they do it on Wish.com. A couple of people doing Wish.com things, builds and stuff. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the chat. Glad to see you on today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't know if I should spend more on Victron over MPP inverter. I would buy a Victron inverter over a normal. I bought a Victron inverter secondhand. I didn't buy it new, and I haven't even used it yet. I haven't turned it on. I haven't looked at it. I was surprised that the little one had Bluetooth. The big one doesn't look like it's got Bluetooth. The charger's got Bluetooth, so I can hook it up on my phone. But the Multiplus 2 doesn't. I don't know if it's an older one or whatever. If you've got the money, I'd go the good shit. I mean, personally, I've got two MPPT, no, sorry, two 4048s, the pips, and they're at least 5 years of runtime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't turn them on and off. They only turn off when the batteries go flat, and that's like, I don't know, maybe once every 8 to 10 weeks, if that. And I reckon my inverters have lasted a long time for a few core reasons. And I'm talking to a lot of people that said, my PIP inverter hasn't worked well, or it's died after 12 months. And this goes for, we got a 4 kilowatt out at the farm as well. And even my two original 24 kilowatts, as far as I know, one of them's still working and the other one, I believe, is still working. I chatted to him about a year ago. I don't turn my pips off, so I don't turn them on and off. The people that are having problems with their PIP inverters, turn them on, turn them off, don't put the right voltage into them. I have them undervolted for the solar, and for the first 3 years, I didn't even have any solar on the PIP inverters, so I kept as much heat as I could out of those inverters. And I keep thinking keeping the heat out is the best thing for them. I clean them out, I pop the covers off, I dust them all out, hit them with the leaf blower, clean them all out, make sure the fans are spinning, I do all that sort of stuff. But turning them on and off, lots of people turn them on, like turn them off in the morning and turn them on at night time, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And I think one of the things that wears out is the bloody relays fail. So I think that's why my pips have lasted so long. But given the money, if I did this again, I would most definitely go Victron, Selectronic, or something like that. I'd go that in a heartbeat. The good gear it's just good, right? Have you tried making video of the day job? Yeah, I've got a few. Oh, well, not too many, but I've got a few. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. I've just realised how far behind I am. The day job. So day job is computers and electronics, and it's mainly computers, laptops, console repairs. And I've said this before, I've got a couple of, weird ones that I've done. The Xbox Series X, the first one I did. I'd kind of like to do that sort of stuff, but I don't think it'd be any good. I mean, I'm well set up to do all the electronics repairs and stuff. I mean, that didn't work so well. I've got all my spare parts are all laid out for all the PlayStations. So when I want a motherboard for a PlayStation, or spare parts, or whatever else, I can pull a box out, and I have a box with probably 50 motherboards in it. So I've got all that stuff sorted. I could do it without a great deal of effort, I guess you'd say. But I don't think I think I'd lose more. What do you call it? Subscribers way before I gained any, because everyone's here for batteries and it drives me nuts. I really want to do stuff that I want to do moving forward, stuff that I'm interested in, stuff that I'm learning, holding people accountable for their claims. Yeah, so that sort of stuff. Anyways, this message is held for review. So I'm just going to approve that one. CNS trades bathroom renovations. Saving the sex industry from refill. Just having rechargeable toys. I mean, Jesus, that'll be just a thing in itself, right? What would be epic of the day is Tech Rags report. Toy caught on fire. It's still got. If it catches on fire, it's hot stuff. Maybe 2650 sells in the toys instead. You might have a weight problem. Yeah, you might be. It's like a good samurai sword or something. You've got to have the weight balance right? I'm talking like some sort of weird expert here. LFPs, girth matches. Oh dear Lord, how am I? I'm pretty bloody good gaming with you, sir. Peter Tran, Adros Multi Plus is solid. I've been using one for the past 2 years. Worth running cheaper gear. There you go. LFP is more like, yeah, got them. We back to OnlyPeet again. I'm gonna have to start editing what I say because I know YouTube translate my words into the voiceover, into like the what do you call it on the screen, and then that gets you demonetized. I think I shared my last live feed, didn't I? Like it's like $1. So here is an engineering type question. I'm not an engineer, but sure, let's have at it. I can take 3-by inverters of 5 kilowatt capacity and make them capable of providing 15 kilowatts of capacity. So the simple answer is yes. And there's the more difficult answer is only if you do it right. The way I believe that works is with the PIP inverters, it's got little balance cables or cables or leads or whatever that join the two inverters together electronically, not in AC and DC. It's just A. And then the AC comes out and joins together. But the DC, I believe you can't put the DC, both DC into both. But both the AC come out and join together. There's a little wire that between, and then if you have a look here, this is something I did have up before, but I closed it. 2020. Okay, so this is my battery shed. This would be my battery shed if, you know, it wasn't humongous. So that's my PIP inverter, right? That's my watch power. So see, it says it's in parallel. So it's got each inverter, and then it's in parallel. Nope. Battery mode. Where's the rest of it? Oh, there it is. That's very weird. It's doing weird shit. There we go. So you can see here. So we'll call this 1 just because I'm on it. The PV input voltage is 298 watts. And if you click on the other one, well, maybe that one was already selected. Or maybe it's just plain slow. Anyway, I assure you, these figures do change when you double click on each one. So it shows you the two separate two separate inverters, not combined. I have no idea what's. Oh, there we go. So that one's gone to 149 watts, and input voltage is 64 volts. So what am I trying to say here? The PV is off by itself, but the output apparent power, and then output doesn't, like that. There is the output power from both of the inverters joined together, and this is the output power for one inverter, for specifically this inverter. So they both work in parallel. They both halve the load. So that's how that works. The other way that you could do that, and I just realised I had it underneath there. So yeah, the power active power for one is here, and the active power for both is here, and that's a cumulative total power. So I'm only using 30% out of 100 out of 8 door. No, didn't slam. Out of 8,000 watts, potentially 8,000 watts, but it's a PIP inverter, so it's not doing 8,000 watts anytime soon. Not for sustained periods of time anyway. They get so freaking hot, it's useless. Change back to that one. So that's that. The other way of doing that would be to run 2 separate or 3 separate or however many separate power lines. So you got 240 volt out of this one, 240 volt out of this one. And in my particular house, I've got my 3 power rails are on my inverter, my off-grid inverter, my PIPs. So one goes to the lights and fan. Like I got one circuit that goes to the ceiling lights and fans. I got one circuit that does half of the GPOs in the house, so the outlets, and then another one that does the other half of the outlets. So that's my off-grid setup. So all up here isn't off-grid, it's all on-grid, because customers' stuff, I don't want to have customers' stuff not being on DIY power, so to speak, so it's on grid power. So you could simply have 3 inverters and then put one on each of those lines, legs or whatever. So that would work as well. So yeah. So that would be 15 kilowatt of capacity, but it's a couple of different ways. So maybe you get a third-party batteries and have lots of sales, reviews on eBay, Amazon. No, I don't want to sell anything. I do not want to sell anything, and I do not want to ship anything. I hate doing shipping. I don't trust the shipping companies. I don't trust the people at the other end. There's too many arseholes on this planet. They will say, oh, I got one cell there, so I'm going to do a PayPal and get all my money back, and I can't do anything. I've got to sit here and go, what the f is going on? No, not doing that. Hey, from West Virginia. The emoji man is back. John, welcome back, brother. If inverters are combination, yeah, you'd have to check the specs. There we go. Personally, I live with that hit hard. I don't even know if my girlfriend has a boyfriend. She definitely doesn't have a boyfriend. I'm kind of hoping it's girlfriend actually, but anyway. The people in WV are feeling talkative. What's WV? West Virginia. Okay, there we go. There you go. Thank you. Somebody said that below. By God, Virginia. Do you hold the sword like the... with the amount I'm talking, I'm probably going too far, but the amount I'm talking and then looking at the chat like 4 minutes later, 10 minutes later, and then we're still on the same topic in the chat. I love it. I love live feeds where you try and react to every comment. I don't like the live feeds where you go, the live feeds just go like this, and once every 30 minutes somebody picks one message and then talks for 40 minutes about it. I talk for 4. Somewhere in there anyway. Hold this. Oh God, I stand corrected. Excalibur 8650. Maybe this is a market for battery-powered friendly machines. 25 to 6 to 4. I don't know what you're referring to. What are you referring to there? To 6 to 4. I don't know what you're doing here. Keith, you're not watching live. Probably. Click where it says live video and watch the 2-spy speed until you catch up. I'll be gone by then. How long have I been here? I'm going to be in trouble. Oh my God. My Pepsi privileges are going to be revoked. It says I've been live. I don't know. Oh, live for fucking hour and 40 minutes. How did I talk this much shit for this long? Good Lord. I thought you were guessing video monetization 20.4. What am I up to? Click where it says live video. There we go. 25 volt. I thought you were talking about video monetization. Speaking of Powerwalls, I finally finished mine that uses an APC rack-mounted UPS and battery packs from a Ford hybrid. That's awesome, dude. I had no idea I could click on the live to catch up. Oh, I said the progress button 10 forward 100 times. Skywalker, you are not bright, you are. I was trying to do a Yoda, okay? I screwed that up. I have it. Uncle Pete's Toys and Magic. My God, man, you've done it. You've broken the YouTube algorithm. You've smashed that to pieces. Rightio, 37 concurrent viewers and only 44 likes. What the hell is going on? At least most of you have been here for a while. Come on, show me some love. I've showed you my YouTube income. I've showed you how poor and desperate I am. Right, there's 45. That'll do. Fuck, I'm good at this. Jesus, the level of shit talked in this video. Speaking, Uncle Pete's toys. I'm lost too. It's all right. We can all find ourselves together, but hopefully not on a Thursday night where Pete's doing the OnlyFans live feed. Do OnlyFans do live feed? I am the one person on the planet that's probably never even signed into to OnlyFans. The musical band Chicago, they had hit song 25. Sure, I knew that reference. Absolutely. You're going to make 20 cents on this one. Night all. It's 1:30 here in the UK. Thank you very much for tuning in, Mark. And you've probably long gone and asleep. You are not. Absolutely. Hey, buddy. I've caught up. John. How are you, John? Maybe I should start calling it OnlyPeet from now on. I think that's going to work. Oh, we got another couple of likes. That's brilliant. Hey, look, it's showing me live revenue. I didn't even realise that. Someone donated some money earlier in some foreign currency. I'm not sure who that was. I think it'll actually tell me. Actually, let's. You guys have gone quiet. The chat needs to sort of step up just a little bit. I've caught up. What was I going to show you? I was going to show you the live screen feed that I've got over here. And you can see the live feed. So I'll hold this up and then you wait. And then you're still waiting. And you're still waiting. Oh no, there it is. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it is. But anyways, you see how much lag there is to the whole live feed situation. So what else was I going to show you? I was going to show you some through this. So $6.29. That's just chat revenue. That's not how much you earn. Stream settings, viewer activity. No super chat. Stream health. Apparently the stream is healthy. Merchandise. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Nobody's bought a shirt in 2 years. Analytics. Yeah. Okay, so it turns out I really can't show you much at all in there. So we'll just. I thought there was more. I've never actually looked through it because I'm always actually doing the live feed. Walking around is so much better than sitting down. Now I need to know why they do stand-up desks. Only Pete would be. What's OnlyFans? Do they oscillate? Good long time sub, first time live. Thank you very much, John. See, it works. OnlyPeet it is. See, my subscribers. You better be subscribed, by the way. If you're not, like and subscribe. Oh, fuck. Jeez, I hate selling out. Oh, Gan, you do not have to put any cash in, but thank you. That is, please don't. I wasn't. Come on, Wayne. I wasn't asking for that. I was genuinely just trying to share. But thank you very much. Now I make more than minimum wage for this live feed. 2 hours. That's $15 an hour. That is more than minimum wage. So I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to be, feeling bad. Really, please, no. It's really not necessary. It was not the reason I was doing that. I was trying to be honest. OnlyFans is a YouTube-like channel dedicated to toys made with lithium-ion batteries. You have. I am going to copy that. So it's going to be called OnlyPeet, and I'm going to copy that, Josh, YouTube-like channel dedicated to toys. Right, I'm going to use that as my OnlyFans description when I do OnlyFans. Thank you very much. You bought a little toy. Thanks for listening, fans. Where's my notepad? Right. We're making a plan here. We're making a plan. What am I doing? I'm not right. Plans. Okay, paste. So that is going to be there, and then the name of it is going to be Only ONLY Pete. That is. So the channel's going to be called OnlyPeet. and then that's going to be my that's going to be something in there. I'm sure I'll get demonetized if I actually open an OnlyFans. No, we're just not going to go there. We're not going to do it in this live feed. Display capture. No, that one. No, that one. No, that one. Rightio. The system works. Well, almost. Where do we buy shirts? Underneath. There should be a link somewhere. Patreon, my friend, if you don't already have one. I do have one. I turned it off. It reminds me of calling a fan convention where Dr. Pension said it was amazing until they really high bounced. Reminds me of a ceiling fan. I don't know what you mean there, but yeah, we got there together. Oh my god, the sheep hit the fan. That's terrible. The poor sheep. I was almost going to show you something else. I had something else in the back of my mind before sheep absolutely completely turned where my head was at. I'm going to start closing down screens. Nobody asked me about any of the other income stuff for those two videos. I really feel like sharing more. I'm genuinely having fun, which is friggin' awesome. Thank you very much, Trades and Bathrooms, for the $7.99, by the way. Oh, it's actually showing us in Australian dollars. That's pretty cool. It never used to do that. I think I can see the same thing as you have. So, where monetization? Actually, I'm thinking, Wayne, why the heck did you give me $5? Because I blew. This is Wayne's. I'll return it to him when I'm finished with it. It literally is Wayne's. He dropped it to me like 3 years ago. 2 years ago? It was a long time. But Wayne used that for years at his house. And then he dropped it here because he wasn't using it. And I continued to use it, and it still worked. And it will work again. It will work again. I will video this. I will video this repair if it means anything to anybody here. What was I doing? I totally lost my shit. Where is analytics? I feel like sharing something else. I just had to make sure I wasn't. Nah, that's all sad. I'm not going to share that. That's so sad. I'm looking at my views, and over the last couple of weeks, my views have just dropped like a hammer. A big shiny hammer. Content. Where's my last live feed? Oh, I know, lives. There we go. I won't make you guess on this one. And you can ask for whichever one you want to have a look at. You killed my baby. You must pay for your life for this disgrace. I wonder what my life is worth. I mean, is it worth... I just bought another one for $130. You can have that one, Wayne. I'll fix this one. You can have a new one. How's that? I'd be more than happy to roll with that idea. They're fluffy. They'll be okay. Tell us some personal stuff. Analytics. Looks like analytics. For some unknown reason, that just went really weird. Adino ate my baby. Yes, there's so many people in Miami that we don't need letters in the license plate here. Honestly, we couldn't care. You know that. Where's the shared screen? Where's the shared screen thing? It's OnlyPeet now. OnlyPeet. Start calling it OnlyPeet. OnlyPeet. OnlyLytics. I don't even know what the thing is with Wyoming. What's the deal with Wyoming? Do you all live there and hate it? Analytics with Pete. Yeah, that's just gone fucking weird, hasn't it? Absolutely gone completely left. Shared screen. So I found this page I can share. So let's go views on my most viewed. Oh wow, my most viewed is one of my first live streams. with 40 comments, it doesn't actually show you the thing. So analytics, how much did I make on that one? Oh, I didn't make anything on that one because I clicked the wrong one. It's got 7,000 views. I must have made that. Oh no, it's last 28 days. So I've made nothing in the last 28 days. Oh, there you go. 7,000 views, $13. I know I get 7 subscribers. There you go. That's my oldest live feed. Oh no, well that's my the most viewed. The second most viewed, 47. So that's probably with people donating money like you lot did in Legends. Why is there a peak right there? Somebody must have shared that. That's weird. Audience retention. I don't understand that. But anyway, there you go. There's something boring as all get out as well. What else can I do? I'm running out of things to talk about. So unless you guys provide me something to entertain me, I'm gonna vanish off into the sunset. And my throat's starting to actually get sore. I know that, Wayne, but I do care because I do appreciate it. Analytics with Pete because there are more antelopes than people in Wyoming. Revised and improved. The entire state has like 0.5 million people. The biggest city is 60,000. Oh, there we go. Analytics on Tesla Powerwall teardown. I could do that. I guess I could do that. Benedict, thank you very much for the £10. I'm going to do it. You donated what, $20? That's friggin' epic. You can have that. So I just got to hide everything else. Give me a second. It'll take me a few seconds to find that video. Is that the one? The Tesla exposed one? Ah. This is a good one too. You picked a good one. Wyoming moved to beautiful women behind every bush. No joke. It's bare and flat. Yeah, probably Josh. Misclicked it. Yeah. I've always found YouTube interviews confusing. I don't think they're confusing. I think they're misleading, maybe, sometimes. The Mini project, the electric one is dead, and I've sold the Mini, and I got my money back on all the deposits I had on all the parts. That was pre-COVID. Well, that was when COVID started. That's it. I'm done with this. Thanks for your answers, Josh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one, I guess. I lived in the bitty city, 53,000 when I lived there, and the day is extra added for my daughter born there. So that's how small it is. Wow, one birth in one day. I must have missed it. You got the real Powerwall that's dead on Facebook. That's the one. This might actually be. Pete, a while back you mentioned that you build an LFP Powerwall and probably wouldn't record it. No, I'm not going to record it. If I built it, I'd have to work out how I could. I'm still scared of these new laws, and I keep reading the Australian standard, and I believe if I wore gloves and if I wore the proper material, the proper stuff. It says it's an Australian standard. It doesn't say it's a law. Nowhere does it say it's a law and says that I must do it. And the Australian Electrical Association or Committee or whoever it is that governs it will show up here. They absolutely will show up here and treat me as a, what do you call it? An example. It will make an example out of me. So I've got to tiptoe around what I do and how I do it. But I'm dead sure that if I have the right equipment, and which I have purchased, I can do it without a problem. As long as I don't do the 240 volt and install it, because that's a different thing where you need to be qualified to do it. Nowhere in the Australian standard does it say I need to be qualified to build a battery. I don't need to be an electrician. I just need to do it right. That's the way I believe it. Do not take that as law. Do not take that for anything else other than my interpretation of a document that I find very challenging to read, because I haven't got that much of an attention span, and it's this thick. So yeah. Real Powerwall is when you got the Real Powerwall that was dead on Facebook. Yeah, okay. I have 3 videos and it kind of confuses me when I look at the analytics. It's hard with analytics. Okay, so Garn, I think it's Garn. Garn, I can't even pronounce your last name, mate. Thank you very much for your $20 donation. You get what you want. Within reason. Have you seen? Yes, I watched a lot of Off Grid Garage's LFP build, and there's nothing that he does follows the Australian rules. And I'm absolutely shocked that he hasn't got people with clipboards walking up his driveway. There's nothing that he does that can, in my opinion, that conforms with Australian rules, unless he is a qualified electrician. But I'm not sure of that. But yeah, I love his stuff. I absolutely love what he does. I quietly watch him because some people think we're competition. We're not competition. We do 2 completely different things. I love his channel. I love what he does. I love what he's built. I love all that sort of stuff. I just don't comment, and I don't do much sort of publicly on his channel. Much like he probably does to mine, watches mine or something, I guess. I don't know. His name is Gandalf, and if you pronounce it all at once, Gandalf. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Oh man, I'm so lost. Heavy salted water. Okay, so showing you this. This is deep diving into analytics for YouTube and sharing a lot more than I usually share. So I don't usually share stuff that is a popular video. I share stuff that makes me look bad. Oh shit, there I go being honest again. It's not so much look bad, it's just reality. So this view got 289,600 views since it was published. It's had 26,000 watch hours of watch time. I've got 2,500 new subscribers. What do you think I earned from it? I won't hold you up too long because this is a bit of a spot on, John. All right, what do you reckon I made from 290,000 views? I haven't even shared. I don't even think I've shared this with inner circle sort of stuff. I can't buy a new Tesla Powerwall. I got the Powerwall for free, which is kind of epic. It still sits up there, and then there's 2 batteries over there that I've done almost nothing with other than trying to revive the batteries. Okay, at 154 and 204 420, you're not even close. You're so far away that you may as well be. Oh God, I can't even say that. I was going to say something about libido and family members, but you know, 2,000. We're getting there. Again, Gandalf, you're getting there, my friend. Actually, we're pretty close. All right, and considering you asked for it, you can see it now, I guess. Screen. So it's $2,150.60. Was that a child? I thought I heard a child. So yeah, that's what I own on that one. So $2,200 almost. So if you look on that, you can actually see, if you look at views, you look at the little spikes, and you look at the watch time, and you look at the little spikes, and you look at the little spikes again, and then you look at the little spikes when you're doing the revenue, you can sort of see it sort of stepping up. Now, something interesting I saw before, if I go last 7 days, you can actually see that I'm still making $1 a day, $1.50 a day, which is pretty cool. And I've made 3 subscribers in the last 7 days. It's had 100 watch time hours and 1,200 views in the past 7 days. So, since uploaded, I don't know what else, last 28 days, $60. Last 365 days, $1,300. And there's days there that have been $28 in one day, $21 in one day. I think you can do first since uploaded. I don't know, and there we go. $93 in one day, and that's almost the most amount I've ever earned from a video in one day. I think the most amount I've ever earned is from one video. Actually, I don't even know that metric, so I couldn't accurately tell you. But there you go. There's some transparency for you. Like I said, I'm not doing bad. It's just it's not consistent and not good. 6 to 8K, that would be friggin' terrible. Really, really terrible. Cool. At least it was worth it. A super unique content. Hopefully it keeps playing. What I'm hoping to do is, I know ever since I did that video, I've been trying to get a Tesla Powerwall 2. Not a single electrician or electrical company I have contacted. One, they haven't even responded. Not a single response to a video, an email or anything else. And two, not only have they not responded, I can't buy one. I can't even get a second-hand one. Like this is for a new one. I've reached out to new ones and gone, I want a new Tesla Powerwall. I just want a Powerwall. I don't want any sales pitch. I don't want sales panels. I don't want solar panels. I don't want to install. I just want a brand new Tesla Powerwall, please. Can I have one? Send me your details. I'll pay by credit card now. And it's like $15,000, I assume. I said, I want to buy one, right? I also want to pay a realistic price. I don't want them to just gouge me like crazy. But, you know, give me a realistic price. Send me a Tesla Powerwall. You don't have to commission it. You don't have to do anything. Nobody replied. Nobody said anything, because I just want to buy a Tesla Powerwall without all the added thousands of dollars of labor that they charge to install it. It might be also short supply, and even second-hand ones. I can't find a second-hand one. I'd be willing to buy a flood damaged, if there's a flood damaged one in Brisbane, Australia somewhere. It should fit in the back of my Mini. I think my Mini would bottom out the entire way home. I'm going to pick it up. Doesn't matter where it is. I'd love to do a Tesla Powerwall 2 teardown. I think that would be freaking cool. All right, Pete, got to go. Thank you very much, John. See you in the next one. Thank you for this. I've never seen another YouTuber show all this before. It is really interesting. There's actually heaps of YouTubers that actually show their income. I was warned not to do it. Lots of people said you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't share this sort of stuff. And I think it's a drop in the ocean, really. I mean, showing you that, to put that in perspective, that's not... That's for me personally. Now I'm not saying what I earn. I'm going to tell you what I earn per hour doing this when I get jobs through the door, and I charge $90 an hour. So I get that PlayStation. It takes me, and a lot of them have fixed prices, so it might go longer than an hour. But I charge $90 an hour. So a console I make about $100 from. It takes me half an hour to 45 minutes to fix a console in most cases. HDMI port on PlayStation 5 takes me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to do the job. It doesn't actually take that long, but that includes all the checks and measures at the end. So about 2.5 hours. I make over $160 $160, $170 in labor from that one job. So on $2,500 for a video that took me quite a long time to film and edit, like a very long time, like over a week. It's not even worth doing it, even for $2,000. It's just not. So that's where it sort of comes in for me. I look at that and go, ugh, that's terrible. All that time and effort. And if I had been, and that's what happened 2 years ago. I started doing my day job and concentrating on my day job again and try and make that as best it could be. So it was more consistent, and I started doing YouTube, and I completely let go of my business. I didn't concentrate. I'd be editing rather than fixing the computer, and I'd be talking to somebody about YouTube rather than getting the mortgage payment for next week. So anyways, I talk too much shit. I hope that comes through as honest, not as bragging. I really do. I really do. Got to go over to the nearest gigafactory. There's not even one in Australia. You won't get one. There's a whole stigma around this stuff, and it becomes a liability to them. But it's not liability, because they send it. They send it over to me. I could, and I almost thought about doing this, was actually having one installed on the house, and then paying a different electrician to come and pull it off the wall again. I actually thought about doing that. But that is just such a huge amount of money. I can't. Door. No, it didn't slam. Yeah, I just can't do it. Oh, how's that heat pump going? Message me. I want to see how that heat pump's going, because I want to change over to a heat pump here. That came over perfectly. That's awesome. Okay, I think on that note, I'm going to make this video private so nobody else can see it in the world, and, well, we'll make it hidden or something, I guess. Close that down. Where's my chat? My chat's missing. I have no idea where you guys are. There we go. I got you back again. 15 concurrent views. I think I pissed everybody off and scared them all away. Okay, thanks guys. I'm definitely out of here. Oh, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. And